Hey everyone, welcome. It's Naomi, and today I want to share with you a practice that you can do to stay a little bit connected to your heart during this sometimes crazy, sometimes stressful holiday season. So it's going to be a really sweet flow where you are connecting to your breathings. We're going to do a little pranayama at the beginning, a little pranayama at the end, and just really connect back into that feeling of support and steadiness and love. Because I think ultimately that's really what this time of year is all about, right? It's about support and love and connection. And sometimes we get a little bit disconnected from that in all of the, franticness around making it more special. So with that in mind, let's get started. So you will need a block, maybe two, and you will very likely need a blanket underneath your knees for a little bit more support, but other than that, you should be good to go. So come onto your knees, sit on your heels, place your left hand on your belly, right hand on your chest. Close your eyes. Just take a few full breaths in and out. Don't worry about how you're breathing, just breathe and observe your breath. And now I want you to breathe as much into your right hand, your top hand, as you are into your belly. So when you breathe in at first, your belly will expand into your hand, but also see if you can expand up into your chest. And if the opposite is true, if you feel like you're breathing more up into your top hand, your right hand, see if you can breathe down into your belly, into your left hand. One more full inhale and exhale here. And keep your hands where they are, but go ahead, open your eyes. Curl your toes under. I'm just turning to the side so that you have a better visual on me, but you won't necessarily need to turn. Okay, and then from here, step your right leg forward into a lunge. You keep your right knee in line with your ankle at first, but then see if you can send your hips a little bit lower. And keep your hands on your chest and on your belly, but shift your hips back. Straighten your right leg. You might lift the ball of your foot away from the floor, you might not. That's relative to your ankle flexibility. And start to fold forward over your right leg. So hips are going back. Fold into this balancing hamstring stretch. Hand still on your heart, hand on your belly. If you need to let go, of course, stabilize. Rebend your right knee. Stay low over your right leg. Round back just a little bit. And then lift your chest up. And as your chest goes up, you'll feel your hands stretch apart. Just totally fine. Keep breathing into your belly. Breathe into your chest. And then lift your left knee up. Put your left heel down. So you're in warrior two legs. Okay, lean back towards your left leg. Bring your elbow towards your thigh. Extend your right arm alongside your ear. And then lean over your right leg. Bring your right hand to your chest, right elbow on your right thigh, left arm over your ear. And then one more time. Right hand on your belly, or left hand on your belly, right arm over your ear. And switch. Right hand on your heart, elbow on your thigh, left arm over your ear. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, bring your palms together in front of your chest, twist over your right leg, and shift your hips back again. Fold forward. Maybe lift the ball of your foot up, maybe not. And then rebend your right knee. Use your hands right at your breastbone to lift your chest up. Roll your shoulders back. Place your left hand on your belly, right hand on your heart. Lean back. And then slide back onto your knees. Sit back on your heels. Place your hands on your thighs. You can release the tops of your feet down and just sit for a moment. Feel the imprint of your hand on your chest, hand on your belly. And then place your left hand on your chest, right hand on your belly. Lift your hips up, step your left leg forward. Lunge deeply, so send your hips way down. Your right thigh will go way low. Your left knee might go past your ankle. And then shift your hips back. Straighten your left leg. Fold forward. And you might lift the ball of your left foot up. You might not. If you lift the ball of your foot up away from the floor, it asks you to balance a little bit more. Then rebend your left knee. Slow and steady. Keep your hands where they are. And as you lift your chest, feel your hands separate just a little as you stretch through the front of your body. And take a full breath in. Full breath out. Lift your right knee. Put your right heel down, warrior two style. Keep your right hand where it is. Lean towards your right leg. So elbow goes to your thigh. Left arm over your ear. Full breath in. And then switch it. Left hand to your chest, left elbow to thigh, right arm over your ear. And then one more time, sweep it back. Right hand to your belly, right elbow to your right thigh, left arm over your ear. And then bring it back. Left hand to your chest, elbow to thigh, right arm over your ear. And then bring your palms together in front of your heart. Twist towards your left knee. Shift your hips back to straighten so your palms are in front of your chest. Forward, and if you need to, hands on the floor, totally up to you. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Rebend. Lift your chest. And then once again, left hand on your chest, right hand on your belly. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Shift your hips back. Slide left knee back to your right and sit on your heels. Rest your hands on your thighs. And just pause here for a moment. Reconnect it. And you can keep your hands on your thighs, or you can bring your hands to your hips. I'm going to keep them on my thighs for the first one. But start to lift your hips up. Keep pressing your thighs back as you lift your chest up. Roll your shoulders back. And bring your hands towards your ankles. They might not get there, in which case hands at your hips is a good place. If your neck feels stressed at all, you can place one or both hands behind your head. You come into your version of camel pose. And then lift your chest back up. Shift forward, child's pose. Reach your arms out in front of you. Hips back towards your heels. Rest your head. And then sweep your arms behind you again. Reach for your ankles. You can curl your toes under. Lean back. So you're sending your weight back towards your heels, onto your toes. Lift your hips up first. Shoulders go back, chest goes up. Camel pose again. And then lower all the way back down. Hips first. Lean forward. Child's pose. And then last time, sweep your arms behind you, reach for your ankles, curl your toes under, lean back, hips up, chest up, keep your legs strong, squeeze them towards one another. Imagine that your hand is still on your belly and on your chest. And then slowly sit back again. And instead of coming towards child's pose and spinning around again so you can see, sit on your heels. Rest your hands on your thighs and just pause. You can keep your eyes open or close them. But anchor back into yourself, your heart, your breath. And then lift your hips up just a little. Slide your left leg out. Sit your butt all the way down. So you've got your right leg in, your left leg extended out. You walk your fingertips just a little bit forward just to feel your hips heavy on the floor, orient to the ground, and get a little bit more anchored. You can shift a little from side to side. I like to do that. I like to wiggle. And then place your left hand on your heart, elbow to your thigh, or to the floor. Okay. Sweep your right arm over your ear. Okay, now try to keep your right hip heavy. And if you can reach down towards your left foot. You could also place your hand behind your head to give yourself a little bit more support here. And then lift your right hand back up. Place your right hand next to your hip, next to your right hip. Lift your hips up and stretch up. Extend your left arm alongside your ear. And then sweep left leg forward as you sit down. Extend your left leg straight out in front of you. Right leg back and fold forward. Janu Shirshasana. So hips stay anchored. If you need that blanket underneath your hips, you can do that. If your fingertips don't reach your foot, place your hands on either side of your leg and just link them. You can think of it too as though one hand is on your belly, one hand is on your heart, and that stretch that you found earlier, that link, breathe into that as you fold. Come on back up and switch sides. Extend your right leg out, left leg in, walk forward, just a little wiggle, just a little one. And then place your right hand on your heart, elbow towards your right thigh, extend your left arm over your ear. And if you can reach down towards your right foot with your left hand, or you can support your head with your left hand. Just give yourself a little bit more Just a little bit more. So you'll notice, even though I can reach my foot, I actually like having my hand behind my head because it creates this connection hand to hand, front to back. Okay, now extend your left arm, plant your left hand next to your left hip, lift your hips, extend your right arm alongside your ear, unless you'd rather keep it at your chest or place your hand behind your head. You take a full breath in. As you exhale, lower your hip all the way down and sweep your right leg straight out in front of you. Keep your left foot up towards the top of your right thigh. Lengthen up again as though hand was on your chest, hand was on your belly. Stretch, and you can do this too, or you can imagine it, and come forward. I actually really like doing it here in this forward bend because it reminds me to keep some space for myself as I fold in. And make your way back up. Grab your block. Okay. Bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana and then scoot your feet just a little bit further forward than they might usually go. Place the block on your feet. Now, how high the block is relative to how far forward your head can go. So as you fold into this, just know that you want to have support somewhere. If you don't need the block, you could also bring your head to the soles of your feet, which is also fine. But remember, the block can be as high as you need it. Just let your head be supported as you fold into yourself, folding around your heart. And then slowly lift yourself off. And you can keep your feet just as they are, or you can sit in a more comfortable cross-legged position. One more time. Left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Breathe into your hands. Expanding down into your belly, up into your heart. both of your hands rest in your lap. You can place the back of your left hand into your right palm. And just sit for another few breaths. As you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. I don't know about you, but I feel a lot more grounded, a lot more connected, and a lot more me, a lot more centered. Hopefully you feel the same way, and hopefully this is a practice that you can use throughout the holiday season to stay connected to your heart, even as you connect to others. To give yourself compassion in really challenging times, and to really embody and feel the spirit of the season, which is, I think, just love. So, have a wonderful holiday season. I hope this was useful. If you enjoyed this, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you really enjoyed this practice, go ahead and click on the subscribe button in the bottom right corner so that you can see videos like this all of the time. As always, thanks for taking a little bit of time out of your day to practice with me, and I hope to see you on the mat again really soon. Bye.